everyone, welcome back to the channel. I know you're wondering, Klaus, where have you been? It's been like, let me check specifically. At the date now, it's Sunday the 22nd of March, and the last time I posted was 105 days ago, so 3 months. And it's likely this video will come out 4 months after that. So you know, yes guys, I've been gone. And if you've, maybe been a mind reader or stuff, you can read ages on my face or something, you will know that the reason why I've been gone for so long is because, I had GCSEs, okay? And you might be thinking, Klaus, didn't like GCSE exams finish in like June and you stopped posting in December? Well, I produced videos in the summer, of course, because I really had nothing else to do. And then those videos lasted until December. And I didn't record any videos in September or edit anything September, October, November, because I switched schools, okay? I switched schools and I've started going to a new school. And me actually going to that school is actually why I'm here. Because, I'm here to basically say, I hate school. In fact, the title of this video will probably be, I hate school. Because, frankly, I do. The new school that I'm going to is definitely something, and definitely not something good. I used to go to a state school. I don't know why they say state school. It's not prison. Sometimes it's like prison. But anyways, now I'm currently going to a private school, which you might be thinking, wow, Klaus, how good for you. Better education, less vaping in school, less girl nuts in school. Wow, how great. This will be wonderful for your education and for your future life prospects and your mental health. But it's really, wow. It's frankly, it's not been good. It's not been great. It's not been excellent. It's not been satisfactory. It's not even been maybe it's been okay. But even I think okay is going too much. I think even saying okay is like being hit by a car, bleeding out, your part of your organs being like out of your body, and then saying, guys, I'm okay. It's not like horrible. Some people have no friends. They're ugly, they're dying, they have smells, they're being bullied. And I'm not in that position because bitches can't bully me, and because I look good and I'm sexy, and because, I'm just me. So, yeah, it really is something that I've never experienced before and wish my worst enemies would experience. Even worse. Yeah, the English on that, it makes sense. Don't check it, but the English on that makes sense. Don't ask how, just know it does, okay? But back to what I was saying. Why is the school bad? Why is the school shitty? First of all, let's get into the reasons why I moved schools. So let's start with the reason why I moved schools, focusing on my previous school, not current school. It's my current school in my heart, but not my current school in practice. So I wanted to move school because I wanted a new start, because in my old school, well, frankly, my behavior there was something. And let's just say the senior staff, like my head of year, my head teacher, and the head of behavior, whatever, well, frankly, I don't think they liked me that much. They didn't like me the most. But I'm not saying they hated me, but they didn't have the best opinion of me. And they only started to have the best opinion of me when I started getting really, really good grades in like year 10 and year 11. Because, frankly, everyone else in my school was doing shit. I don't know what the fuck they're doing during the exams, and during exam season, like every fucking day. Because I was revising at least 2 hours every single day since the start of year 10. These people were not doing the same. They were here sleeping, they were here doing nonsense. And even during exams, they were here sleeping or doing nonsense or being caught on their phones and doing whatever. But I was very much stressing, suffering, sacrificing my whole life, all for my exams. Especially because those evil fuckers decided to put like all the exams within like a 1 or 2 week period. Which was, extremely stressful. Because, having someone do, 4 weeks of exams in 2 weeks, it's not very fun. It's not very cute, and it's not very fun, and it's quite, very, very extremely stressful. And I trust me, I definitely experienced that stress. I remember I'd wake up at like 5 a.m. or sometimes even 4 a.m. On exam days for mocks. I didn't do that for the actual exam, but I did that for mocks. So that just shows you. But anyways, the point is, they started to love me. But still, I said, Klaus, we should get a fresh start, you know. These people, they fucked me over. They did this, they lied, they were bitchy, you know. Once a bitch even got punched in the fucking face. Once a bitch got punched in the fucking face, apparently my jaw fucking was snapping or some shit. I don't fucking know, but that's what the people that saw said. And these people, they said that the CCTV was broken. But said the CCTV was broken and they didn't even suspend the person. So that really pissed me off, and other things made me say, Klaus, let's go. And also because, you know, I wanted a fresh start and to see new people, and, you know, I'm not saying I hate everybody in that school. In fact, most people that I hated left because, you know, I'm the big boss. Bitch, if I dislike you, you gotta go. As if baddies, as if not, you know. So, bitches that I disliked, best believe they left. So, that was not the issue. But I just wanted to meet new people, see new people, new horizons, new things expand. So that's the reasons for leaving my old school. And also, because my old school did not have the A-levels that I wanted. Because currently I do no, I don't do business. Please, that's Mickey Mouse subject. I'm a very serious motherfucking nigga. I do economics, mathematics, further mathematics, and physics. I didn't, for some reason, offer further maths, despite the fact they have a maths department. We didn't either offer economics. So I would have had only 2 of my A-levels, and further maths is extremely important for what I want to do in university. So, you know, I kind of need further maths, you know. That's enough for me, I'm going. You guys had 5 years of me. I had 5 years of you. I got fed up, so I'm going. And that's what I did. And I went to a new school. I had the option between a STEM school and a private school. And, you know, when I was thinking of which one I should pick, you know, it was quite difficult, you know, especially because I didn't go to any of the open days for each of them. So I didn't really know what the building looked like. I did go for a taster day to the private school. That taster day was something, but that's for a different episode. I didn't go to the taster school for the STEM school, which I probably should have done, which I regret not doing now, because if I did, I would have gone there, because I'm going to the school that I go to now. But you know, it's too late. Once you're on the Titanic and it's sinking, you don't really have an escape route if you're poor. So I don't really have an escape plan, because there's no escape. I'm trapped. It's a prison. But yeah, I had 2 options. And I decided the private school. And the reason why I chose the private school was because, number one, you know, it was closer to the Sainsbury's, and it was close to town, and I might or may have not searched up chicken shops near the school, and there was ones that were closer, so I picked it. And I may or may have not also have been thinking about, you know, whether there was fine shows at the school. And I was thinking, you know, I want some pasta and lobster, and I need someone to pay for my grills. Fly me out, do this for me, do that for me. I need someone that's obedient, that listens, you know. It's not illegal to enjoy. So that's also the main reason that not the main reason, let's not say that. One of the reasons of many reasons that I went. And also because the STEM school was literally in the middle of fucking nowhere. I didn't want to be in the middle of fucking nowhere. And if, like, for some reason, I didn't have a cab or something to get there, or a car, I'd have to go to the train station, take a different train, and then take a bus to go to school. And I have to wake up at like 5 a.m. And I already wake up at 6. And keep in mind, this is the UK. School starts at like 8:40. So I'm not too comfortable doing that, frankly. I'm not comfortable doing that. So of course I picked the private school. And you know, how has it been? We'll have the shit. Let's just start with the people. The people that is nice people. They're definitely, I would say, nicer in a British type of way. When I mean nice, I mean they'll be nice to your face. Definitely. Polite. Oh, I'm making the door for you, blah, blah, blah. But then they'll be rude behind your back. And then, in fact, sometimes they won't be nice to your face at all. Like, they'll be nice to your face in, like, a really restricted way. Like, a superficial way. Like, but in reality, they're actually evil. So, actually, I would take that comment back and actually say, I think they're actually less nice. That might be a lie. I might actually be overstating. But, yeah. And I prefer genuinity. And the people here are less genuine. Bitches will do really, really fucking weird shit to you, even though act like they didn't do that shit. You bitches is obsessed with men. And you guys have no self-respect. And you also don't stand on no business. And also, these people just don't like each other. These people will be friend groups, they've been together for years and years and years. These guys won't be speaking to each other. If I remember, like, the first day I was here, I was like, Oh my god, why aren't you guys speaking to each other? Did someone else fuck on somebody else's man? Yes, I did say that. You guys might say girl ass message, you can't be saying that, but girl, I said the truth. I was saying, was somebody fucking on somebody else's man? None of them said that. But I later found out, oh, why none of these guys speaking to each other, blah, blah, blah. Number one, these hoes is boring. Number two, it's not even a group. It's just a conglomeration of different groups that all somehow sit together and eat lunch with each other and stuff. And also number three, what I'd find out much, much later, these hoes actually don't like each other. Yeah, despite the fact you guys all sit on one table during break and stuff, they actually don't like each other. They actually have like beef within their groups and stuff, which is a little bit strange and weird. So that's weird, and especially because the fact why they have beef is mainly because of men. So you guys need to check that. That's definitely an issue. Anyways, the bitches here allow men to be speaking to them anyhow. Like, I literally saw a thing, literally in like January, somebody accidentally, or purposefully, I don't fucking know, I would have purposely thrown at the bitch because the bitch is a bitch. But basically, someone accidentally or purposefully threw something, it hit this girl, the girl and her friend were here laughing, and the girl was obviously in pain because she's holding her head, and the guy didn't apologize, and she didn't even ask the guy for an apology or something. Yeah, that's your friend. But of course, because he's a man, that bitch don't want to do nothing about it. That bitch wants to be a pussy ass and just be sitting there doing hee, while your head's there hurting, and you have concussion. In fact, maybe this is why all these bitches are stupid, because you bitches always be getting concussions, because you bitches just allow anything from these people. But that's not my business. Bitches can never mess with me. And also, bitches be doing really messy shit and racist shit and all this shit, and you bitches don't do anything about it, and then you guys are wondering why bitches keep on doing messy shit and doing weird shit. And then, because lots of people don't know about bitches doing messy shit and stuff, because you bitches, for some reason, have closed mouth when it comes to racist shit, new people are then coming, and when I say new people, I mean me, are going and speaking to these people, hanging out with these people, and then finding out these bitches are weird as fuck, after shit has happened to them, aka me. Because you all didn't want to be opening your mouth. No one wanted to fucking tell me. How can I be hanging out with a racist, fat shaming ass bitch, messy ass bitch, fake ass bitch, shit talking ass bitch for like 2 months? Ain't nobody want to be telling me, and they only want to tell me after I've had issues with the bitch, because the bitch likes to lie. But that's some tea we're gonna get into later. We ain't gonna get into that shit now. And also, the bitches here is just fucking boring. Y'all bitches don't know how to have fun. And when I say bitches, I mean everybody. I don't mean just boys. I don't mean just girls. I mean boys and girls. You bitches are boring. You guys don't know how to have fun. You don't like having fun. You're boring. There's nothing behind you. You're just a boring ass bitch. That's the truth. You're boring. You're not interesting. The culture here, it's very boring. You guys listen to Uts music. And baby, anybody want to listen to no Uts music? Like, I come from a place where we be listening to Caribbean music, African music, this music, that music. Number one, there's barely any black people here, and the black people here have no influence. So that music isn't even listened to over here. And the black people here, as I told you before, they don't spread their influence. The black people here, in fact, don't have any influence, because the black people here basically aren't black.
You need to leave.
I'm sorry, but they're coconuts. Black on the outside, white in the inside. Because these people, for some reason, have no resemblance of their black culture. They don't know anything about their black culture. They don't speak about their black culture. And as if that can't be worse, they're goons. White people will be saying anything to them, anything that's racist, this, that. They'll be there, mostly allowing it. They don't defend themselves or anything. They just be there, be sitting there idly, and be basically feeding into it. Which is really, really like fucked up and weird, and it's just, I don't fuck with that shit. Like, if you try and do that weird shit or whatever around me, there's gonna be an issue, and you're gonna know that issue, and baby, you're gonna learn something. But let me tell you, these bitches have learned fucking lessons, because these bitches tried to play with me, and these bitches learn lessons. Remember one time, there was these bitches that was saying that apparently I have a list of this, I have a list of this, I have a list of enjoyments, I have a list of this. Let's just say, I don't even know how it ended up. Basically, one of these girls was being involved in an argument which didn't involve her, and best believe that girl got clocked. She was trying to be shady, sly, making all these comments, blah, 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 and her got clocked. She got clocked because she was in business which didn't concern her, and now the business is the business. I've had to check some people. Some boys have been misbehaving. They think they can do anything with me. They can do stripping on stuff with me. Go. Let's just say their faces received impact. That's why you shouldn't mess with me, because what did you think you were gonna do? But let's get to the next topic. I hate dirty ass bitches, because I've also realized that bitches here like to be dirty. Like, there's this one bitch, I'm gonna name that bitch Stephanie. Stephanie, bitch, if you're seeing this video, bitch, I don't fuck with you. You as a fucking bitch. Ain't nobody like you. You smell. You don't know how to bath yourself. You dirty. You stink. Basically, you dirty. You stink. You have the face of a dog. Ain't nobody like you, and you're whitewashed. That's the same person that likes to come for me and be inside my motherfucking business. Maybe mind your own business. Don't be inside my own business. Be inside yours. She was already doing weird stuff and being messy towards me. And then eventually, this thing called Stephanie comes. She sits in my space where my bag is. I start speaking to her and I'm kind of like, yeah, that's my spot. She says, is this your spot? I say yes. She then remains in the seat, even though this table, wherever, she don't be sitting here, ever. Then 5 minutes later or 3 minutes later, she leaves. I put my stuff there, my lovely iPad here, and my phone on the table. 5 minutes later, I realized why is white icing and stuff on my phone and my iPad. And then I look around to where everyone else is eating. No one else has had any white stuff on their food. And then I remember I saw this bitch Stephanie taking white chocolate or something off her brownie or something and putting it somewhere, but I didn't know where she put it. I just saw her taking it off. And then I put 1 and 2 together and 3 and consider the fact that no one else was sitting around this spot, and I clock this bitch, despite the fact she had a napkin, went and put white chocolate on the table, which went on my phone and my iPad, when she could have literally put it inside the napkin and put it in the bin. So you're dirty. You're unnecessarily dirty. You're a tramp and you're a bitch. So your tea's gonna be clocked for that eventually. When will it happen? I don't know, but you guys will definitely get an update to when that happens. Maybe I'll even put an update midway through the video and be like, guys, I got someone to slap her. I won't, guys, I won't. I'm just joking. Maybe I won't know anyone that will slap her, but maybe it'll be God that slaps her. How that makes sense? Like, but anyways, yeah, I really don't fuck with that bitch. She has an issue. But let's get to the education, because obviously, you know, guys, we come to school for the education. I came here for the education to get my grades, okay? And also get in some people's beds. But mainly for the grades, you know, that's why we come to school. Grades, education. So the educational facilities at this school, frankly, I would say at first they were a bit better than you have at you know, state schools, specifically my previous school. But over time, I started to actually realize, oh, no, it's the same. And then I realized, oh, no, it's actually worse. So number one, for some reason, the only modern building they have in like the whole school is a science block. And I only do one science subject, so I'm only in there for one of my 4 subjects. So the impact that has on me is very small. The rest of my classes are in the old buildings. One of them is, I guess, relatively new, I guess, to someone that was born during World War II. But if you weren't born during World War II, no, it's not new. It's like really, I would say 2000s core. It doesn't look modern at all. It looks quite old. And then the main building is really fucking old. That one's there from like fucking 1950 something. That one is really old. And frankly, I've never been in a school that old before. I've never gone to a school that old. It makes me really wonder where my tuition's going. And you might say, oh, old doesn't necessarily mean, you know, bad quality and stuff. You know, Cambridge is old. You know, Eton is old. And those are really nice places. This isn't giving old as in, you know, medieval, fancy, old Britain, aristocracy. It's just giving old as in like some state school, which would have like, you know, been demolished and rebuilt like 3 years ago. In fact, the school is so old that it actually has like an HVAC problem or something. RAC, whatever it's called. That one thing with concrete that crumbles within 20 years. Yeah, we had that issue in the main building. And the bathrooms, the bathrooms are really something. They really, wow. They definitely exist. And they're also in terrible condition. They like to keep flooding. People at the school for some reason can't aim, and the stool walls are actually stained with urine and are actually like expanding from like the urine that's been on the things, and they're actually feel like fully yellow. So that's not cute. And the school dinners are okay, you know. They give you a meal, which I guess is good, but they say that, oh, we're this like 5-star, this Michelin star, whatever, you know, food service, whatever you want to call it. They say that they provide wonderful food, A quality food, this food, wonderful food. Your kids are going to be so healthy. They're not going to be obese and fat, even though my ops are. We're not going to be, you know, getting diabetes, even though my ops do. But that's a lie. Some of the meat that they serve at that school, I remember I had a piece of pork. It took me 10 seconds to cut the pork. It took me 10 seconds just doing this, that. The pork was stiff. It didn't have no seasoning. It was dry. it did not taste good. And they do not have enough options for people that do keto, aka me. I do keto. Even the fucking trays and the cutlery that they make us use are not up to fucking standards. The cutlery, a lot of the cutlery is dirty. You have to be taking a whole minute just to look for cutlery because the cutlery has someone else's leftovers on it. And the trays are even worse. It's basically impossible to find a tray which is completely clean. I don't know why it's so hard for them to keep the trays clean or how they're cleaning the trays. But you'll find food and stuff on it, and you don't even find the food finds you. It literally just looks at you. It's not even like, oh, you have a tray, you use it, and then you're like, oh my god, guys, there's food on this. No, you just take the tray out, you'll throw the food on it, and you'll just see food on the thing, and it's absolutely disgusting. Especially because you have to obviously put your cutlery on the tray, and I don't want to put my cutlery on old food. That's disgusting. So that's the issue with me as well. And the enjoyments here, well, frankly, they're quite ugly. Like, I really have not enjoyed. I have enjoyed a little bit, but overall, there's not that much enjoyment to really pick from. And that's really, really bad. So somehow, within what, under 6 months, I've exhausted my whole thing of resources. There's no more left. Let's also speak about academics, because obviously academics is important because, you know, we go to school to learn. So when I left school, I had a grade average between 8 and 9, and I got all A's, which is really, really good. I was like the best one in my half of the year group, which was 120 people. So out of 120 people, I was the best. Yeah. But when I got to school, I thought, wow, my education is going to continue. I'm going to be so smart. I'm going to be doing everything. In fact, remember I saw the topics for the first math test, and I was like, go. Is there even any point of revising? Because all this shit, go, you already know this stuff. So anyways, that math test really chopped me. The baseline test chopped me, and I failed it, and I got an E. My physics test was good, I got an A. Economics was good, I started with an A. And further maths, I started with a B, which was good. And then, every single class except economics actually fell. This week or last week is when I stopped failing. So yeah, and that's because I've basically sacrificed my life for my grades, and now I do 3 hours of revision every day and 6 hours of revision on the weekend. So I'm really struggling. The reason why I can't move schools really is because frankly, I'd have to restart everything again, and also the exam boards would probably be different, especially because my school likes to pick shitty exam boards. So I'd have to relearn specific stuff and everything within like what, a 7 week period, which isn't that fun. And also it would just really be a hassle, having to meet new people, having to learn new stuff, having to look good for more people, having to whatever, travel to a new school, everything. Go. And I have to get new clothes. I would have to get new clothes as well because I can't be wearing the clothes I have here to that school. Go. And also, for some reason, this school doesn't pay for maintenance and stuff. Because for some reason, I remember in my sixth form building, there's this door. And for like 2 months, the door was going beep, 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 beep. Despite the fact people walk through here, everyone has to walk through here every single day to get their lunch and stuff. Teachers, even students from the senior school, the sixth form, the primary school. For some reason, for 2 months. Also including the fact that the thing which said error on it. No one decided to fix it or anything. We didn't fix it until like 2 months. So it was extremely jarring when I would be on the table that was near in the same like room thing. And it would be beeping, 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 beeping. But for some reason, that simple stuff, they didn't want to fix it. At my old state school, they would have fixed that within literally a day. But for some reason here, you know, it's not an issue for us. So yeah, so where's my tuition going? I don't know. Why are my parents paying I think like 20,000 each year? I don't know. That's more than university tuition, but why are they paying it? I don't know. I guess the benefit is that I guess the teachers here, I guess I would assume were educated, and from what I've heard and seen were educated. Like my math teacher did get into Oxford and then she switched to University of Bath, so that's something. Meanwhile, the head of the maths department in my old school didn't actually have a maths degree, and nor an engineering degree, nor a computer science degree, but only a history degree. So how head of department of maths and history degree go together, I don't really know, and I wouldn't really like my grades to be in your hand. But, you know, I will say that, you know, I really miss my friends. I would think in such a place that focuses on education so much, and you would meet more people that are like focused on like politics and stuff like that, and you know what I'm talking about in the world, and like read more and stuff like that. So I've actually found the complete opposite. People here are actually more stupid and are actually worse and are actually completely naive. You know, everyone here basically supports the Conservative Party or Reform or whatever. And then maybe at like best, they'll say, oh, I'm like a Tony Blair Labour. Meanwhile, Tony Blair was a neoliberal and he also, you know, helped kill, you know, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people in Iraq. So he's not really a good person, you know. You think you would know that, considering that's the fact why he, you know, quit the job of leader of the Labour Party. But some people don't know that because they're stupid. So yeah, I really can't stand the right-wing politics that they have here. It's extremely right-wing, and for me, that's extremely left-wing. That's extremely annoying. They lack common sense. They're very stupid. I remember once I heard someone speaking about Temu, and they said, oh, apparently when you buy from Temu, some of the money goes to the kids. So if you buy more goods, the kids will get more money. Miss Girl, is you stupid? Is you stupid, slow, or dumb, or a combination of all three? Because that's not how it works. How the fuck would they track every single item that they're making in them damn factories? Do you know how quickly them kids have to be working in them factories? Go! So you're just extremely naive and stupid. I don't know what a stupid person would even think that. Even a child in primary school wouldn't think that. Yet you that's in year 12, you think that. Oh, baby, you are stupid. Frankly, my education has improved, but that's because I'm teaching myself. And also, still, some teachers here can't teach. So it really comes into question, what the fuck am I paying £20,000 for? Because I'm paying £20,000 to deal with worse people, uglier people, and what? The same level of education. The only maybe thing that's improved is the sports stuff. You know, they have better sports facilities. But when I say better sports facilities, it's like really minimal for me because I don't do sports. So sports facilities really do not concern me at all. They have a really good drama department, but I don't do drama because I don't have the energy to be, you know, horrible on a stage in front of lots of people. I've nearly finished the second term. I just have one more term left when the year is over. And then I'll be jumping for joy in summer, and then I'll have to come back and I'll be crying. But yeah, I'm gonna get through it. I'm gonna somehow make it work. I'm gonna thug it. What did that one go say? Thugger.
Young Thug's been going crazy.
You know, I'm gonna thug through it. I'm gonna somehow get through it. And you know, I'm gonna be fine. What would I say? I hope you guys are doing well. Please focus on your education. Don't let boys, girls, theys, or thems get in between you and your education. Because I definitely did. And that did not do well for my mental space. At all. Really got played with a couple times, you know. But, you know, focus on yourself. Let TBT. And yeah, get shit done. Peace out.